DreamKingz Films. We're here with newly hired head coach Christopher for the Jackson Tigers. Hey, coach, you're back out here today with your squad. Real quick, just tell me what you like and what you learned about your group on this day, coach.
Oh man, I liked everything about it, man. These guys, they had the energy, they was hungry, they was just glad to be back with one another, and it was just like it was a great feeling, man. It's nothing like being with your team.
Coach, let's back up for a minute. You got the job in December. The community was in full support behind you. Real quick, Coach, just talk about that. How proud of you was of this community to rally behind you?
Man, they have been incredible. I mean, everything we've needed to become a better program, they've given it to us. I mean, the facilities are better, the equipment is better. I mean, we're gonna come back. That Nightmare on Main Street is well on its way back.
Yes, sir, Coach. Talk about that, the Nightmare on the Main Street being back in full effect. I seen y'all had some new equipment the other day, new uniforms coming. Coach, just real quick, just talk about that, the Nightmare on Main Street coming back.
Okay, it's a great deal of pride. When Coach Sullivan was here, hey man, it's no need to ever be ashamed of this community. This community has always been a powerful force, and that's what's coming back. I mean, the big thing is to just do it together, and that's what we're doing.
Yes, sir, Coach. We all know everybody lost spring. Real quick, can you just talk about that and how did it affect your program?
Oh, it affected us tremendously because as their coach, I've never seen my team in pads. However, Coach, the strength of my program is my staff. My staff, man, we got great guys like Carl Neesmith, Mike Owens, Donald Rocker, Dylan Douglas. We just picked up a great receivers coach, Devin Wilson from the Sharks. Coach, those guys have done such an incredible job at planning with whatever time we would have. So though we lost the opportunity to really see our kids, we kind of gained more time to plan and educate ourselves and become better coaches.
Yes, sir. Coach, talk about that real quick, your coaching staff a little bit more. Coach Neesmith was at Fleming, successful over there. Coach Rocker at Sunderwood, successful over there. But talk about how you pulled them all together so quickly to form this staff, Coach.
Coach, you're talking about young, tremendous talent that I try to give them the opportunity to just become, you know, we all came from big programs and we had some huge success, but now you allow them to be individuals. You allow them to be, you know, coordinators and not just position coaches. And I give them a lot of responsibility. And they're so talented. They're so talented that I'm gonna be honest with you, Coach. I don't expect to have those guys very long because they'll get head coaching positions themselves. The world needs them to.
Yes, sir, Coach. We all know the COVID pandemic had everybody quarantined in for a while, but how did you keep the bond with your teammates, Coach? What did y'all do
Coach,
during the pandemic?
My staff used every piece of technology we could, from Zoom to Instagram to you just had to reach out and communicate with them. And I was tweeting out workouts and even if you had weights, if you didn't have weights, the key was just to stay as active as you possibly could.
Kind of like the same question with recruiting, Coach. How did you keep your guys' name out there?
Well, from Dylan Douglas and Donald Rocker, who they're both our recruiting coordinators, they spend endless hours. I mean, and that's something that this program hadn't had for a while. We got like 10 kids in the underclassmen Under Armour camp within the next week. Coach, they did a great job at just keeping the kids' names and keeping them motivated. I mean, we have something that Coach Rocker has, the Meet the Tiger of the day, and he literally takes the individual biography of a kid and tweets it out and tell colleges, hey, look at this film, look at this huddle, you know, take a look.
Yes,
follow
sir.
This guy.
Yes, sir, Coach. We all know what's going on in the world socially. Did you get a chance to talk to your kids about anything that's going on in the world, Coach?
Yes, we tell them that, one, and this is a great place to teach it. It don't matter where you're from. You got to expect equal success by what you put in. You got to expect that. If you work hard, you got to demand a great product. You should demand an opportunity because you put the work in. It don't matter if you came from the north side or whatever. Whatever we need, whatever we're going to accomplish, we're going to get it like everybody else.
Yes, sir, Coach. Just talk about what you're instilling in these guys off the field.
Oh, off the field, I mean, it's just how to be a man. how to be a man, how to care about your community, how to love your parents. I mean, Coach, we didn't have a single kid that didn't make academic eligibility this year. I mean, that did not make it. I mean, everybody's eligible. I mean, they took full advantage of the home learning program, and I was really proud about that because, you know, when you go into the summer, you kind of feel, you know, hey, I've spent time with a kid in the spring, and he had a great off season, and then his grades wasn't good. Coach, they took that responsibility and they got the grades, and we got everybody eligible.
Coach, how proud of you was of your group to step up to the academic challenge?
Oh, Coach, I was extremely proud because it says I care enough to. I want to play. I want to play. I want to. You can trust me, not just on the field, Coach, but you can trust me off the field and in the classroom.
Yes, sir, Coach. Let's get to the day, Coach. Let's talk about how you worked tomorrow, Coach.
Oh, Coach, we couldn't do much because right now, I mean, this first week, it has a lot to do about logistics. Been off for almost 4 months, so everybody's physical expired. So you couldn't do much with them. You know, we did a lot of walkthroughs and we did a lot of teaching, really. You know, you want to integrate your expectations and your rituals and routines early, so it's not a question. So then the kids can be successful.
Yes, sir, Coach. Let's talk about the defense real quick. Give me some names of some guys that's poised to have a breakout year.
Now you got Grayson Pup Howard.
Yes, sir.
You got Jeremy Parker. Those are 2 linebackers. They're going to be, I mean, just incredible athletes. I think that the real strength of our defense is our secondary. Because, you know, with Coach Douglas and Coach Neesmith, they're such great defensive back coaches. We got a new guy named Caleb Francis, he's a player. He's a dog. He comes from Oakleaf. He's coming over with us this year. We got Caleb Francis. We got Brian Hooks. Brian Hooks is a young guy. He's an upcoming sophomore. Remember that name, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Remember that name. And Antonio Norflet is a senior. He's our senior leader back there. We call him the Swiss Army knife. Got good size, great speed, can tackle, good strength, just a hard-working guy. He's gonna have a successful senior year. You know, he's a guy who's waited his turn. He's been a program kid, and it's gonna pay off for him.
Yes, sir, Coach. Give me something on the defensive line. Give me some guys who are gonna get a nice pass rush for the Tigers
Coach,
this year.
I am the defensive line coach.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, to be a great defensive line is to be unselfish. You got to take on double teams. But Jeremiah Lovely and Richard Garrett are our 2 5-techs, and they will have a breakout year. Coach, they are as good as I've coached the Hunter Mays and the DJ Bennett's. These 2 guys got a special gift that we're young, but we're going to be good.
Yes, sir. Coach, you got some more guys on that defensive line like Walto Dahl and a couple of more others stepping up. Can you just talk about your young guys who ready to get in there, Coach, and mix it up for your coach?
Yes, man. Antoine Hill, big nose guard, 6 feet, 300. Jay Cox is another upcoming senior. That Coach, we're gonna. You know, I never talk a lot about a defensive lineman because you got to be so humble to play the position. Gotta be. It's exciting to see a sack, but I'm more excited to see a guy take on a double team.
Yes, sir. Coach, how fast will y'all play on that side of the ball?
Oh, now we're gonna be extremely fast, faster than any defense I've ever been a part of. You know, I coached at the beach for a long time, and it was good kids, smart kids, strong kids, but I have never coached this much speed in my career. Gosh, we can run, Coach. We can run.
Yes, sir, Coach. Like you mentioned, you're a defensive guy. Coach Neesmith, a defensive guy. What kind of scheme, if anything, you can let me in on today, Coach? Will y'all be running over here?
Oh, we run multiple. I mean, we are a coverage first program. You know, we don't do a lot of man. What we wanted to do is take the great athlete and make him smarter, and that'll make him a better athlete.
Yes, sir, Coach. Let's talk about that offense.
Okay.
Those big boys in the trenches, Coach. You're going to be keeping your quarterback with a clean jersey, opening up holes for you.
Yes. Now, considering the fact that Jalen Sawney is our quarterback, he's our leader.
Yes, sir.
But this guy just came off a season where he was the most sacked kid in the county. That was the importance of getting Coach Rocker. And Coach, he is the best offensive line coach in Duval County. He's the best. Donald Rocker is by far the best offensive line. Coach, he's put guys together, and that's our most experienced group. We got 3 seniors. We got Tredaeus Moore, we got DeQuan Sneed, and we got Tyron Campbell. And Coach, those three guys, they're really they're the core of this team. Those three seniors are we're building everything around them.
Yes, sir, Coach. You mentioned your quarterback, Jalen Sonner. He made our top 100 a few years ago. Coach, just talk about your quarterback and give me some of his good attributes.
Coach, he's solid. He's just a solid kid. He's smart. He's strong. He's a good decision maker, and he's really coachable. That's what you need in a quarterback. You need somebody that's real coachable, and he's just that. He's just that. The kid got like almost 20 varsity games under his belt, so that's a great cornerstone to build on.
Yes, sir, Coach. Who Jalen gonna be slanging around to?
That's where I'd say we compete with anybody in this area. Matthew Merritt, Ricky Shaw, Zakari Brady, Kurt Jetpack Coleman, and J.D. Irvin. Coach, those 5 receivers are as good as anybody in this area.
Yes, sir, Coach. Merritt, he's one of the best around. Coach, real quick, can you give me a little bit more on him?
Coach, his work ethic. His work ethic is what's going to make him better than most. Yeah, he's got speed. He's got size. You put him in that weight room, he's a dog, Coach. He's a worker. He gets after it, Coach. That's what's going to make him different. He'll be physical. And now that we got Coach Wilson working with him, Coach, look out.
Coach, who got the best hands in that group?
Man, I'm a lineman. So really, I just want touchdowns.
Yes, sir.
Now, really, I don't want to say best, but Ricky Shaw is awfully special, Coach.
Yes, sir.
He can catch a BB in a snowstorm, Coach. He can get after it. Got great size, great speed, and with him being a 2-sport kid, and that's really, I like to go on record saying, Coach, one of our best attributes is the fact of what Coach Collins does for us as a program. It is very easy for us to share athletes and to give. Coach, we didn't have to bring a work ethic to Jackson. It was already here. It was already embedded in that basketball program. It was just waiting to come out in football. Because that kid, Ricky Shaw, he's got gifted hands now. He's got gifted hands. Yes. Now, we got some exciting jokes. Well, and I don't want to leave J.D. Irvin out, Coach. J.D. Irvin was injured last year, so
yes,
people know very little about J.D. Irvin. Breakout year, Coach.
Yes, sir. No, J.D. Irvin, he made our top 100 list as well, class of 2023 from Arlington.
Yes.
Yeah, terrific kid,
yes.
Coach. I'm waiting on him to step up
Coach,
and take the next level.
Coach,
take it to the next level.
He already has, Coach. He is a coach. I like to describe J.D. That guy eats the ball. He just goes and get it, Coach. He has just a nasty disposition about, Coach, when the ball is in the air, it's his.
Yes, sir. Coach Amari Terry, he's a sneaky good guy, Coach. Real quick, just give me something on your little kid, Coach, on your young gun, yeah. Coach.
Coach, that guy is so smart. Coach, he is as smart as any varsity quarterback. He just has the luxury, and now Coach, I call it the Emory Terry rule with him having the six quarter rule coming in this year.
Yes, sir.
Coach, because we have an outstanding JV program with a good schedule. We got 8 games we playing Trinity, we're playing Sandalwood, we're playing Rebo. They got a great schedule, but he can also dress varsity, so he can get the experience and even more experience on Friday night. So, Coach, he's a terrific kid to know that we got a future here.
Yep.
Coach, we got everything is here for us to build a program.
Yes, sir, Coach. A lot of people have been telling me Fred Gaines poised to step up and have a terrific career at Andrew Jackson. Coach, can you give me something on Fred?
Coach, I compare him to Bo Jackson, Coach. Boy, can play football, basketball, baseball. Coach, boy, threw a baseball 85 miles an hour, Coach. Just an all-around athlete, Coach. It's 3 of them back there now. Donnell Cummins and Jonathan Jackson, Coach, is a throwback. Coach, he's as violent runner as I've ever seen. I compare him to guys like Jamari Smith. He is a coach. He's strong, low center of gravity, and tough to tackle. And Donnell Cummins, Coach, is just smooth. Coach, we can flex him out. He's a good route runner. He's a coach. everything we need. Coach, we don't have any excuses. We're not asking for time.
Yes,
We
sir.
can get it done now.
Coach, which one do you think of those guys that get the lion's share of the carries out of your running backs?
I don't know, Coach. I know all three of them are very good. All three are very good, and we plan to use every weapon we have. We can't afford not to.
Yes, sir. Coach, before we get out of here, to the East Side community, going back to the East Side community,
Yes, sir.
the North Side community, to the kids, Coach, we just want to, because y'all preach high character over here, Andrew Jackson, humbleness and being respectful. We just want to tell the kids, Coach, how important it is to be humble, respectful, and have high character that look up to this program, Coach.
Always remember, you have a home here at Jackson, and that home is going to be represented by you. Everywhere you go, you carry us with you. And we remember the same thing. Everywhere we go, we carry you with us. There's no need for you to think about going anywhere else. You have a home right here at Andrew Jackson. This is our community, and this is our program. And without those guys, and without those younger kids, it stops, and we don't want that to stop. We don't ever want that to stop. Just remember, you got a home, you got a community, you got people relying on you, and we need you.
Yes, sir, Coach. I also stand with the kids. This class of 2024 group that's coming in, they had a lot of major delays that's going to prevent them from getting all the way acclimated into the high school system. But whether they come to Jackson or anywhere else in the city, can you just tell the class of 2024 how important their 9th grade year is in high school,
it's
Coach?
Super important. And I think, you know, people like Miss Tammy Talley, our athletic director for our region, she's done an outstanding job on planning how to bring football or sports back into the county. The whole phase thing has been wonderful because it's proven to work. Yeah, of course, the kids are eager to get back, but to have a systematic, well-organized, planned way of doing it has been so helpful that we know our kids are safe and we know they won't get hurt in coming back. 9th graders, and Coach, this 9th grade class is, Coach, there was a lot of talent over this throughout the city, Coach. You're a special group. Don't take it for granted.
Yes, sir. Coach, thanks for talking with me.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to y'all future here at Jackson.
Thanks, Phil.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Okay. Appreciate it, man.